Hello everyone, this is Flammy. Welcome back. We are here with a completely destroyed base. That's right, I'm in the middle of my base build right now. I just finished destroying my old base, and I decided to take a break and do an attack. So, you guys are looking for the base build? Well, that will continue in the next episode, but I'm going to be taking a break and talk about some other attack stuff, because if I just do too much building at once, I just go a little crazy. So, with this completely destroyed base, let's go destroy some other bases. I do have my army all finished up, and I got a replacement army all queued up, so we are ready to go. Now, I do have a lot of resources, and I'm going to spend today talking about how I'm going to spend them, and you know what, I actually probably might even start a couple of constructions if I get enough resources for it. But 1.6 million gold and 1.4 million elixir, both of which are really good counts. Elixir, I'm pretty sure I'm going to save for research. My research finishes in about 13 hours, so I'll save that more than 1 million for that. I don't think I'll be able to start right away with just that much, so I should probably keep looking for some more elixir. The gold, on the other hand, I got a lot more options. So, option 1, I could start a new Tesla. Teslas cost 1 million when they're from scratch as a level 1, going from level 0 to level 1, because of course Tunnel 8 did unlock a new one, and I haven't built it yet, so that would be a good addition. Of course, I could spend it on something more higher level. It's probably the best idea to spend it on Tesla, just from the point of view that, well, I don't have it yet, and it's always better to start a new one. However, I've got enough gold that I sort of feel like going for a bit more and starting a big upgrade that's much more expensive than just 1 million. So, in the name of that, I might aim to get 1.96 million, which is enough to upgrade another wizard tower. That'd be my second wizard tower to level 5. Wizard towers, as well as mortars, are the two most important defenses. In my opinion. Crossbows too, but I, of course, don't have any crossbows quite yet. So yeah, that would be my target, or at least my ideal. I do have my mortars already maxed out, though, so that's why I wouldn't be focusing on them, and I'm not worried about that. My last one is working its way up to level 6 as we speak, and it'll be done in maybe 2 days or so, day and a half, something like that. We'll check when we get back to base. I'll look at my options again then, but for now, we're trying to find some good resources. Let's talk about some of these bases. Ooh, there's a good one for the gold count right there. Ah, yes, so this makes sense. Notice a couple things. One, they don't have a league. It's actually it's Saturday right now. No, it's Sunday right now, and the league's reset in about 3 hours. So this person has not attacked a single time in the last 2 weeks. So that's a really big indicator that they are inactive, or at least not very active at all. Beyond that, you can actually see that these elixir collectors are very full, so I'm going to go right ahead and try to pick them off. I'm going to start on this corner, just to see if they have any clan castle guys, and they do, which means while they are inactive, they probably aren't terribly inactive. So we'll let those guys come out, and we'll draw them off somewhere over here, just away from the defenses. And then we'll surround them with barbarians, because barbarians are great at doing that. And then some archers to help out. Okay, then we can come back here and focus on all this. So we're going to be picking off as many things as possible without taking any return fire. Always my priority to do so. I love doing that. Those archers will probably finish off both of those, which is the goal. Those barbarians will get those buildings and stuff, which is fine. Then they'll die, which is fine too. Up here, though, we want to be concerned about being super efficient. And because I think I'll be able to attack twice in this, twice in a row without retraining my army, I want to not use all of my guys and try to use them as efficiently as possible. So with that in mind, I'm going to use my Special Forces minions. So with the mortar right here and the archer right here, they cannot fire back very effectively. So I'm going to be able to use these minions to get a couple of these buildings. I think I'll be able to get a couple of the both elixir collectors, obviously. I think I'll be able to get a couple gold mines as well, so we'll see how that works out. Can't do the same over here, so what I'm going to do is the classic, distract the mortar, deploy everything else. So we're going to distract with a barbarian. I was thinking about using a giant. Okay, so now the mortar's distracted. I was thinking about using a giant, but then I realized a barbarian works fine because it's only a mortar. It'll take maybe 1 to 2 hits. Oh, it's going to take even more than that. It's a low-level mortar. Probably didn't even need that many archers, but you know what? There it is. Done. Just distract a mortar like that, and then keep on attacking. I do want to destroy a couple extra buildings, though, so I don't actually get completely defeated. I do want to try to win this if possible, so we're going to distract with that mortar, and then come in with this. We're just going to use archers. I think I'm going to save goblins for down here in the bottom right a bit more. I need another giant, looks like, so the mortar doesn't get too after our guys. Okay, that should be pretty good. And then 3 more right down here, and that's going to be it. So I'm going to distract with barbarians once again, and then we're going to come in. I'm not going to use goblins, it turns out, because it is sealed, and I don't feel like the need to use wall breakers. And then with those right there, let's go see how many more buildings we need to get 50% destroyed, which will of course give us our first star, which is all we need to not get defeated. That'll give us 9 trophies most likely, and that's better than just getting no trophies and losing trophies, because if we lost, we'd lose 20, which is a pretty steep one. And it's only been a little bit, so we'll be able to attack right after this. I'll put down 2 more archers. I'm not really concerned about defeating that in time. I've got 20 seconds, but I'll just speed it up for your guys' sake. And bam, right there should be 50% on the dot. No need to deploy anymore. We did deploy most of our archers. However, we have guys training back at home, so I'm not too concerned about that. I expect we'll have at least 20 archers left, which should be enough to attack right away once again. That was some good loot right there. I didn't actually stop and look at the total loot screen, but I know that was a good one. I think it was about 170,000 total. So yes, let's check out how many guys are trained up. So we are at 75% full. Like I said, we've got 28 archers trained up. A couple too many goblins, so let's go cancel out those guys. There's always a peril of having too many guys, is you'll have the wrong one sort of finish up, but you know what? It's fine. It wasn't too many, and we'll be able to use them up as well. So we'll replace those, and then, what else? Oh, I used minions, so I probably should do those as well. But you know what? We'll do more archers, because we're short on archers. I will train up my guys. I'll just queue up beyond up to 10 minutes. That's how many guys I want to do, so that should be 30 barbarians. And then go back to the archers, and then we'll do minions as well. It looks like it's going to be minions first. 2 minions to replace the 2 that we spent. Notice that those minions, like, I think the 2 minions on their own got 3 resource buildings. Totally pays for himself. Much better than using archers, which would have gotten shot down by the mortars in their place. So definitely how I appreciate using my own minions and why I bother keeping them in my army. We're going to use 25 archers in both of these. And then we're just going to go attack once again. Not quite full army, but full enough that I think I can do as much damage as I need to do. Just got to keep in mind, though, if it's a base that's like, oh, storages where the resources mainly are, well, we're not going to be quite as effective at doing that, because storage will be in the center. We're not going to have quite the same penetrating ability. We do have still pretty much the equal ability to sort of pick off free stuff around the sides, so like I'm going to go for that. That's how my farming is done. And if you don't really consider this farming, well, this is exactly how I farm. It's not all goblins. I just love to do this with picking off exactly what I can for free. Interesting base right here. It actually looks like my old base with the triple mortar in the center. This was my Town Hall 6 or 7 base. I can't really remember. I think it was 7, or at least a Town Hall 7. Maybe 6, though. But yeah, interesting. It's got a bit of extra room. Town Hall is somewhat protected, which I sort of disagree with. It looks like they actually got their Teslas protecting that, which is a bad decision, by the way. If you're giving away your Town Hall, you should give it away completely. Unless you're making a hybrid base, but that really isn't a hybrid base, given how protected those storages were. Look at this, 190,000 gold. Another good one right here. This base, I actually think we could have a good potential to really completely destroy, because it's very spread out, which is a good choice for attacking in sort of my style. Okay, yeah, we're going to hopefully completely wipe this base out. We will be attacking for sure. It's worth it for the resources, but I'm going to go full out attack, so try to focus my guys down. First thing I'm going to try to do, though, is use one minion to try to pick off this cannon. Not sure if we're going to be able to do it. Well, we're not going to be able to do it for sure if the minion walks that way. How about here? Ah, dang. Okay, too bad. Was hoping to have some good luck with that. Not going to work out, though. Okay, here, though, we're going to attack them down here into these mortars. This is the highest level mortar, so we want to take it out first. And then we'll have our guys work to the top right. Alright. One guy, blah, 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 blah. Work on doing damage. Do damage to where we can for free. Minions, or not minions, giants to distract. Double wall breaker the gap right there, and then double wall breaker that gap. That should get our guys through, and we're going to send in barbarians as needed. So, like I said, we're going to work towards the top here, first of all. They're more exposed up here, and definitely want to work on those first. Because I have the goblins, I'm going to send in the goblins as well to work on destroying some of these collectors and mines to help these barbarians get towards that mortar. Now, I do want to use these archers. Actually, I'm going to use clan castle ones instead. They're very easy to use and a very effective means right there. I'm going to save these archers for up here to focus down this archer tower. Don't have a ton of guys left. Got lots of goblins to use, though, so that's going to be what we use next in here. I can actually use minions fairly effectively, our one last minion, so go in there, because this archer tower up here should be dying relatively soon. Perfect, it's dead. The minions up there should have free reign. I'm going to then use, down here, I'm going to use the wall breakers to get in, and then we're going to use minions. Or goblins. Man, it's really hard to talk. I keep saying minions when I don't mean to. So, double wall breaker. The wizard tower will shoot, but shouldn't do enough damage. I'm next going to do something tricky. I'm going to send in barbarians. So the barbarians will take fire from the wizard tower, but they'll distract it. And then so I'll keep sending in goblins, and then I'll send in barbarians, and then more. So I don't want them to take too much splash, and this is a good way to try to prevent that from happening. They'll take a lot of deaths, but we'll still get this gold, which is what matters. And I think that'll be perfect. Indeed it is. And that's looking great. Beyond that, we do have our last couple archers up here working on the town hall. We don't need to destroy it, but because we're working on it anyways, I guess, oh, they died, so it's alright. We don't need to do it. If I had, like, a couple of minions, I'd probably throw them at that just to get it for free. But that's all I need. I am missing out on 18,000 gold, because there's one gold mine over here on the left. That's where the last gold is going to be. And that's fine. I don't mind missing out on that. The rest of the elixir is in the town hall in the center, so we don't need to worry about that. We're going to surrender. Well, surrender is not really quite the right term, considering we won and got most of the resources. We lost out on about 5% of them, but we got 170,000 gold and 143,000 elixir, pushing our total gold over 2 million. So with that in mind, let's go see what we can spend this gold on. I think that I'm going to probably end up doing it on the wizard tower, but keep an eye out on our options. Of course, all of our defenses are not in the center. So, to reiterate what I was mentioning before, we could, 1, spend 1 million gold on a new Tesla. That's under the build option. We could upgrade air defenses. That's worth almost nothing. Cannons are worth even less than 1 million. Here's the wizard tower. That's 1.96 million. It's going to take 6 days, and I'll check out where my other workers are, because that will impact it. And of course, there is something else that I need to discuss, which I forgot to do in my last video. Actually, the last 2 videos. I'll get around to that in just a second. Now, what is that? 1.5 million for the archer towers. Don't want to do that. I'd value wizards a lot more for the same amount. I'd probably do Teslas even over archer towers. And I probably could do air defense. No, air defense is actually a teeny bit more, about 140,000 more. So I only have 1 worker. But wait, do I? Well, if you look on the right side, look at these gems. The gems are at 1,000. Now, where did I get these 1,000 gems from? This was all completely from removing natural decorations and doing achievements. So right here, I am able to take my gems and buy my 4th builder's hut. So I don't need to do that now, actually, because I don't need the worker. But I'm going to send this current worker off on this project right here, starting this upgrade. And of course, then I can save my gems to build my worker hut next time. Alright guys, that's going to wrap it up for this video. 2 sweet attacks, 2 good resource raids. I was pretty happy with how both those turned out. Hope you guys enjoyed as well. So that's going to wrap it up for this Let's Play episode. Next time, back to the base build. So for that, hope you enjoy. And let me know how this went. And beyond that, yeah, hope you're having a good time in Clash of Clans. As always, have a great day, and clash on.